Some people may be looking to travel a little away from Oklahoma where it's cooler because these temps have been incredibly hot.
Right, get away from the heat, get somewhere, go up north where it's typically nicer this time of year. That's very Florida. People always came down to Florida during the winter when it's really nice, and then during the summer they go up toward the Great Lakes and beyond where it's a little bit cooler. And that's certainly maybe an idea.
Pretty good idea.
I know a lot of people like to go to national parks during the summer, but now is not a great time for Yellowstone and many of the parks around Montana. Yeah, in Wyoming, they've had some incredible flooding. It's been a lot of rainfall on top. Yeah, look at that bridge that has completely washed away. Rainfall on top of heavy snowpack that's melting, leading to these kind of extremely dangerous flooding conditions that have ruined bridges, ruined some roads. Lots of landslide issues. So been a very big problem out there. A lot of rain, the snow melt. There's some of those roads that you see that have just been eaten away where the river comes up and erodes it because it's flowing so fast and it's so full. Here, completely different. We are dry, we are hot, we are under the heat dome. They are not under the heat dome. The real dangerous heat has moved off east from the Great Lakes all the way down to North Florida is where we've got some heat advisories and some heat warnings in the Midwest. So exceptionally hot there. We're a little bit more normally hot. We're going to be a few degrees above average. Reasons to Cam on our Pike Pass Sky Cam network shows a nice bluebird day ahead. 85 the current temperature at Will Rogers World Airport, but we are cracking into the 90s in at least part of the metro. Kingfisher now at 91, was at 90 at the top of the show. 90 in Enid, 88 Woodward, 90 in Alva. Southwest Oklahoma featuring some 90s as well. A little bit drier where we've got the 90s, a little more humid where we don't. Dew points in the 70s, so a little bit of a swampy, sweaty feel to the air outside. We'll see these heat index values rise just a little bit, but overall right now they're not too bad, just feeling like the mid-90s here in central Oklahoma. In part, feeling a little bit better because it's so windy outside. It's a hot wind, but at least we have something, right? Instead of just cooking in the heat, gusting 30 to 40 miles per hour in some spots out of the south. Overall, the heat dome is what's going to be here to last for the next several days and be our main driving factor. It's that summer pattern. There will be occasional showers beneath the heat dome, but for the most part, especially for Oklahoma, it's looking rather dry. The most jet stream energy stays well to the north. You can see all the really heavy activity staying outside of Oklahoma, and overall the 90s are what are going to be featured on the 9-day ahead. So the heat is here, but like I said, not as hot as the weekend was, which is good to see. This afternoon, I think our max heat index values might try to bump up to 100. Likely just in the upper 90s, so that's already an improvement. And then through tomorrow afternoon and Thursday afternoon, we're looking at some heat index values reaching back into the low triple digits. So it will be hot, not exactly as hot as what we were looking at this past weekend when we had excessive heat warnings in eastern Oklahoma and heat advisories here. So that's at least something nice to think about. 92 this afternoon, Oklahoma City for the high, 94 in Ponca City, some mid and upper 90s once you head out to the west. Again, cooler than we have in the last couple afternoons, relatively speaking. Mid 70s again overnight, so similar morning to what we have seen. Very mild for the start of our days, and we'll see some more mid to upper 90s across the state tomorrow. There is a chance tomorrow evening, isolated shower or two in northwestern and north central to northeastern Oklahoma, but overall rain chances the next 9-day. Not going to lock in any for us here, especially in central Oklahoma. Just that summer-like heat for Father's Day ahead and the kickoff of the summer solstice. That's on Tuesday.